the beginning of the reggae music period. In fact, he touched a little bit of the rocksteady era.
Yes.
But Dennis Brown represent the quintessential reggae artist.
And I believe that as much as the person who dubbed him Crown Prince is popular, I think amongst Jamaicans, Dennis Brown holds a very special place
absolutely
in the hearts of everybody who's ever come across him or listened to his music.
For one, Dennis Brown holds a special place in my heart. We share the same birth year, not so still a little older than myself.
When born in 1900?
1901. 1901. Go ahead, save it. Because there are youngsters in the house, so we're not going to. We actually have a live studio audience. I just want to let the listeners know. But today, we are going to feature the work of Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Dennis started this thing as a youngster. Come from a musical family. His father was a journalist. His brothers and sisters also had a taste for the music themselves. And lived in the famous Big Yard on Orange Street. In fact, if you're familiar with the area, downtown Kingston,
Music Street.
Yes, Orange Street was always referred to as Beat Street, if you will. And Dennis came from there. Started, as I said, very, very early. He was involved in singing competitions and, entertaining at his primary school. And came out of the blocks early, 1960. And, as I said, he was still in primary school when he began his singing career. And you can hear that. If you listen to his voice inflections, you get a taste.
I think Dennis Brown didn't cry when he was born. I think him sing.
Right. You're going to buy the liquor. But then you do have a point. Because clearly, a class of his own. Influenced by some of the biggest names too in the music. Nat King Cole,
Wilson.
On the R&B side. The R&B side, he said he was influenced by Brooke Benton, who's for me one of my favorite crooner. Nat King Cole is another one. Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. And so, if in the early 1960s he's listening to this kind of music, clearly his father influenced as well. You can see where that voice came from. And so he started out, according to the scribes, he went to a show his sister, one of his brothers was doing. And there was a band there called the Fabulous Falcons.
Right.
And they invite him up on the stage. And he, on the basis of a performance that he put on, I think he did a give him a taste of the voice, and they decided that, hey, this man can sing, and so they roped him into the Fabulous Falcons. But he made his debut at a JLP concert at the National Arena, where he did a song, Johnny Taylor song called "Ain't That Lovin' You."
Right.
And I think he did two songs. I say he did Desmond Decker's Unity tune, and they said the kind of feedback he got. In fact, people shower the stage with money. The liberal thing say we shower. So they shower the stage with money.
I think that's how they get them. Yeah. They got their name originally.
They shower you with money. And they said they shower the stage with money, and Dennis make enough money that him could have buy a suit.
First suit
and thing. And I think what's his name? Byron Lee was a backing band. And the Byron Lee decided to write him into his program as an artist. And they, basically that's where it started. They featured him as a performer, as the Boy Wonder, because he would have been 9, 10 years old. He would have been about 10 years old. So this is where he started from, and to your point now, where he now came under the influences of people like Delroy Wilson, Errol Dunkley,
as a Jamaican artist was his main influence.
Right, and he spoke well to people like Ken Booth, who we ran our show with last week and thing. But he hit the ground running with a song called Lips of Wine. And this is just to give the listeners, we came forward, but to set the stage, let's
Yeah,
go
the
back.
interesting thing about Lips of Wine is that he had recorded it with Derek Harriott.
Yes,
but
who
they
never released it.
And then he
Yes.
went and did this with the
Studio
others.
One.
Hi there. If you enjoyed that clip, go on over to our website at yardmedia.com where you can watch the entire broadcast at your leisure. And while you're there, why don't you check out our other reggae music features? And before you leave, pick up some of our Jamaican reggae merchandise, and hey, don't forget to tell your friends.
My name is Garth, otherwise known as Big G.
My name is Richie Blackford.